It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll see Noah Gray. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Chiefs and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this. All sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, you can trust. You might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Knight on the handoff. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He's across midfield and finally taken down at the 34. A big play there for KC, 47 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. The Chiefs had 8-3 now, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This is Knight. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Well, that's brought in by Knight. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Tua going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Carroll. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Knight. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A run with Knight. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now 3rd down and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
At the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
Caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call it. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's second and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Zone infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start, offense.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Tua. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
He'll dump this off to Achane. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
But what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Able to find Gray here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, it's Knight, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here we go on fourth down. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Back to throw now on first down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
To the right side and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 10. And the Dolphins first down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Dillon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are back within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And again, it's Mahomes. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Tua going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And again, it's Tagovailoa eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Tua, the final shot before half. And that went to the right side and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. Jordan Love, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. Now here's Mahomes. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Knight. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Achane on the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To the sideline and incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 15-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to be set up in a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
This is caught. Touchdown! Noah Gray, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly
absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it with Achane. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And shedding through the tackle. A punt of 46. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a give, right side. Knight. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On the option, they'll go with Knight. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now throw right side, taken in by the tight end Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Knight. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side. Swain. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Knight. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain down to about the 33. Sam Williams bringing him down that time. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Swain. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Oliver. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Miami set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
1st down, Miami.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tua going to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carroll. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Tua to throw again. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tua sets up to pass it. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Looking to pass, Tua. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line.
It's a turnover on down.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.